Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Courage to Caregivers for Monday, December the 12th. Tonight, we continue on with the theme of outlook, and our topic for tonight is opportunity and possibility. Often, when we're in the midst of a crisis, we can't see anything positive. It's hard to have hope at these times. But actually, in every crisis, a built-in opportunity exists, and within it, a chance for change. What would happen if we turned a crisis into an opportunity? What would happen if we reframed the whole situation? Did you know that the Japanese symbol for crisis is the character for danger plus the character for opportunity? So just think about that for a moment. Two very different words with very different meanings, but their symbol for crisis encompasses both of those words. So you see how these two entities go hand in hand. Opportunities allow us to learn something new, which may be a little uncomfortable at first, but once we overcome that fear, all kinds of experiences and more opportunities will follow, and especially more growth. When we allow possibilities and opportunities to open us up, we can become the very best version of ourselves. We gain confidence when we step out of that comfort zone of ours. And we all have those little boundaries. But sometimes when you step out and you just embrace the change, bring it back to you as an opportunity, all kinds of benefits occur. When something has happened, we often can't go back and change it. But we can use hope and creativity to reframe our outlook and find our vision for the possibilities that lie ahead. Sometimes we just have to let go and get out of our own way in order to create the space that we need to allow new opportunities to emerge. As the old saying goes, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. It is your choice to take those lemons and create something delicious just for you. So that's just a little taste of what you're going to be talking about tonight in support group. I think we'll get on with our breathing and meditation. And so I invite you to get nice and comfortable in your seat there, just shifting from side to side so that your sitting bones are nice and rooted down in your chair. Make sure that your back is at the back of the chair. Make sure that your feet are on the floor, flat on the floor, so that you feel nice and grounded there. Let's take a moment to bring the shoulders up to the ears and then roll them gently back down to make sure you're not holding any tension there. Good. And then finding a nice tall spine. And the reason that we say that is so our breath becomes more efficient when we're sitting up nice and tall, rather than if we're hunched over and we can't get that full lung capacity. Good. And then I invite you to either close the eyes or leave them softly cast down in front of you as we begin to breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Just noticing the natural rhythm of your own breath as it comes and as it goes. Good. And then just beginning to shake off any concerns or worries that might be at the top of your mind after your day today. Just letting those gently filter away like a little snowflake on a wintry day. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And just beginning to come to stillness, perhaps the first true moment of stillness that you've had all day. Just embrace that stillness now. Good, beautiful, everyone. Good. And as you're breathing and settling in and starting to feel those deeper inhales and deeper exhales, relaxing you and supporting you, we will revisit the stair-step breathing that we did last week. We did stair-step breathing up the stairs. Tonight, we're going to try the stair-step breathing down the stairs. And this is a 3-part breathing practice where you imagine yourself walking up or down a flight of stairs, taking in the breath one stair step at a time. And so for the stair step breathing up, what this looks like is we take the breath in 3 stages, taking an inhale here just a little bit to get to that first step, sipping in a little bit more breath to get to that second step, and finally sipping in all the air so that your lungs are filled, but pausing at the top of that third step. And then letting the breath go all at once, letting yourself exhale mindfully, slowly, letting all the breath back out of the lungs. So that is what stair-step breathing looks like going up. And as we do this, I'd like you to imagine that you're breathing in hope and breathing in possibility, breathing out any resistance, doubt, or fear. So let's try that again together. We're going to start to inhale, breathing in just a little sip of air to that first step, taking in just a little bit more to the second step, and then finally taking that breath all the way up to the top of the stairs and hold for a moment. And then exhale, letting it all out at once, all the way down, 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 until you don't feel like there's any breath left in the lungs. Good. Let's try that for a few rounds. I will try that with you. I'll count with you, and then you can just do it on your own for a couple of rounds. So sitting up nice and tall, stair-step breathing up, inhaling one little sip of air to the first step, inhaling a little bit to that second step, inhaling all the way up to the top of the stairs, and then exhaling, letting it all out, emptying the lungs, breathing out fear, resistance, and any doubt. Good. Let's try that again. Breathing in, just a little stair step up. Breathing in, the next stair step up. And finally breathing in all the way to the top of the steps. And exhale, letting it all out, letting it go, letting it go, letting it go. Beautiful. You've got this. Let's do it again. So inhaling up to that first stair. Inhaling just a little bit more to that second step. And then finally inhaling all the way up to the top of the stairs. And exhale, letting it all out mindfully, slowly, and deliberately. Good, beautiful. So you've gone up the stairs with the stair step breathing. And now we're going to practice going down the stairs. So on the reverse, we take a big inhale in. And then we come down the stairs, the first little stair at a time, and pause there. Down the stairs for one more increment and pause there. And then letting all the breath out till you get to the bottom of the stairs. Good. And then just breathing normally for a moment. So you see, we can do that on the reverse. Once again, breathing in with a normal inhale, breathing out in those little stair steps down. We'll try that again together. So breathing in, come all the way to the top of that breath. Hold for just a moment. And then letting the breath out, one little stair step, stop. Again, coming down a couple little stair steps and stop. And then finally letting all the breath out to the bottom of the stairs and pause. Good. So you get the idea. This is a very deliberate breath practice. Takes a little bit of concentration, but once you practice it enough, it's actually a very good breath practice for healing depression and anxiety and any kind of stress that you may be under. So I invite you now to just breathe in and out to the rhythm of your own breath. If there's a particular breathing practice that supports you, or if you just want to breathe just your own way, just start to breathe that now. And while you do, I'll read our affirmations for tonight's practice. Today, I say yes to opportunity, possibility, and all that is good. I welcome the opportunity to change and grow. I imagine what's possible and take consistent daily action to see it through. I imagine what's possible and take consistent daily action to see it through. Beautiful, everyone. Just continuing to take those breaths in and out, just feeling that supportive breath nourishing every cell in your body. And as you feel yourself just letting go of all the tension of your day and letting that breath fill in all those spaces of tension, of holding, and of anything that doesn't serve you today. So using that breath to the fullest capability. Good. Beautiful, everyone. I invite you to now gently open the eyes. We will start a few mindful movements in the chair here. So checking your alignment again, making sure that you're connected to your feet, connected to your seat, and that your shoulders are back and your spine is nice and tall. We're going to place the hands on the knees or the thighs and begin the 6 directions of the spine. This is moving the spine in 6 directions to help bring not only energy, but warming up the body. So we're going to press the palms into the thighs or the knees, move them out towards the knees. As we inhale, lift the gaze, arch the back slightly for our cow pose. Good. And then exhale, rounding the chin, tucking it down toward the chest, and bringing those hands back to the body as we exhale. Good. Inhaling again to lift the gaze. Exhale to round the spine for your cat. So just continue this motion on your own, trusting the rhythm of your own breath, trusting that this is wringing out any tension in the body and the mind. And just finding your flexion and extension here. Good. Beautiful, everyone. And then coming to a neutral position here. So from here, we're going to take a little twist. I'm going to take that right hand and place it on the left knee. As we begin to twist out over that left shoulder, and just keep the spine nice and long, maybe lifting through the crown of the head, breathing here. This is torsion of the spine or twisting. Good. And then coming back to the center, we'll do the same thing on the other side. Beautiful, everyone. Taking left hand to the right knee, lifting and lengthening through the crown of the head as we inhale, And then as we exhale, twisting to the right side, breathing, and just noticing what that feels like in your body. And just breathing through the twist. Good, and coming back to center. Beautiful, everyone. Let's try that again one more time on each side. Opposite hand to opposite knee, and twisting. Good, then coming back through center. Let's inhale as we place that opposite hand on the opposite knee. Exhale as we twist to the side. Beautiful. Good, and then coming back to the center. So that was torsion, another direction of the spine. And now we're going to find a lateral movement of the spine as we bend from side to side in the chair. So inhaling, we'll bring that right arm up overhead. Exhaling, we're going to bend to the left side, reaching through those fingertips, feeling that long line of energy from the fingertips all the way down to that right sitting bone. Beautiful. And then inhale, coming back to center. Inhaling once again, we're going to bring that left arm up, lifting through the crown of the head as we exhale to the right. Beautiful. And then coming back to center, you can continue this on your own as you move side to side, just remembering to keep your sitting bones nice and rooted on your chair there and your feet flat on the floor. Beautiful, everybody. Good. Excellent. Good. Very nice. And then we're going to come to stillness here. Let's do some cross-body movements. So we're going to move across the midline of the body. When we do that, we engage the right and left hemispheres of the brain. So to do this brings sharper concentration, focus, and brings the brain and the body into alignment. So let's bring the arms out in front of us, straight out. Good. And then with your left hand, you're going to take the right arm and swing it across the body. As you do that, you're going to turn your head to the right side, just breathing in and breathing out. Good. Beautiful. Cross lateral movement. Awesome. Let's come back to center, shaking out the hands and the arms, the wrists and the fingers. Good. We'll do the same thing on the other side, bringing the arms out in front of you, taking the opposite arm across the body, and taking your gaze out over that shoulder, breathing in and breathing out. Good. Beautiful. And then coming back to the center, we're going to find our eagle arms. So every time we cross our arms in this eagle pose, we again connect both sides of the brain. So we're going to take opposite hands to opposite shoulders, giving yourself a great big hug here. And who doesn't need a great big hug, right? So just give yourself this moment of compassion. Good. And then crossing the arms at the elbows, pressing the palms together. You're going to hold the palms in front of the face. If your shoulders will allow, you could raise the arms up a little higher. My shoulders will not allow this at this time, so I'm going to keep my arms and hands engaged right here. But just breathing into your eagle arms. Strong, resilient eagle. Good. Beautiful. And then untwisting and again, shaking out the hands, the wrists, the fingers, the arms. Excuse me. And we're going to do this again on the other side. So taking opposite hands to opposite shoulders, give yourself a nice hug. Good. And then whatever arm was underneath in the previous posture, We're going to do the opposite. So bringing the other arm underneath, crossing at the elbows and bringing palms together, eagle arms, and breathing into eagle on this side. Connecting with your breath and just finding your strength in eagle. Good. And then gently untwisting and shaking everything out once again. Good. And to continue on with some crossbody movements, we're going to take your finger, any index finger, right or left hand, and begin to make the infinity symbol in the air. The infinity symbol is the number 8 on its side. So just making this symbol, we're crossing the midline of the body, going from side to side. So if you're doing this with your dominant hand, it's easy, right? Let's change directions and see if we can make that infinity symbol going the other way. Beautiful. Once you get in the groove, it's possible. Great. Good. Beautiful. And then you can come to stillness here. Let's try writing your name the way you normally would in this vast space here. So just taking your finger and writing your name from left to right as you normally would. I'm going to cross my T here. So just writing the name as if you had a little mechanical pencil on the end of your finger. Now let's try writing your name going in the other direction. So instead of left to right, from right to left, and see what happens. It's a little bit harder. Glad I have a short name. Good. And one more time. Good. So that challenges the brain just a little bit. Let's do a little bit of rinsing out and tapping in. So we're going to come up out of the chair, and you can stand in mountain pose with both feet about a hip's distance apart. Good. And just finding a nice tall spine here. Shoulders are back, arms are down at your sides. Good. Little lift through the crown of the head, rooting into the earth with both feet. Let's just start to rinse out. So just pretend like you are the agitator on a washing machine, just going back and forth, side to side. When you do this, let your arms swing around the body, maybe tapping the kidneys and the back body, or the low belly or the hips and the front body, but just allowing for this feeling of washing out, rinsing out anything that does not serve you or any negativity that you might be holding, right? Wash it out. Good. Beautiful. And then standing once again, finding your mountain pose. We're going to start a little tapping. So tap, tap, tap the top of your head, tapping out negativity, tapping in possibility, and then tap, tap, tap on the forehead, tap, tap, tap above the eyebrows, and then below the eyebrows at the top of the cheekbones there. And then tap, tap, tap the upper lip, and tap, tap, tap the lower lip. Good. And then find the collarbones, tap, 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 and make the ah sound. Ah. Letting out all that negativity, bringing in positivity. Good. Let's try that one more time, tapping the collarbones. And then releasing the hands, we're going to make little fists with our hands and bring them to the back body and start to tap at the low back, right at the place of the kidneys there. So this is a way to wring out any tension in the body by wringing out any toxicity in the kidneys and the adrenals. So let's just tap, tap, tap. And this can be gentle. You don't have to do it, that so that it hurts you, but just a little gentle tapping back there. Good. And then finally finishing with the tapping on the top of the head. Once again, tap, tap, tap the top of the head. Good. And then finally, we'll finish out our mindful movement with a Kundalini yoga motion called the Kundalini degunker. And this is just getting rid of all the gunk that no longer serves you. So we're going to inhale as we cross the arms. So inhaling here and then drawing the arms back and throwing whatever doesn't serve you over your shoulders. So it looks something like this. And the breath that goes with this is just a very quick inhale and a very quick exhale. So you got it. And then release the hands down to your sides. Maybe take a moment and close the eyes in your mountain pose there. And just feel the vibration of that movement in the body. Feeling yourself just a wee bit lighter, just a wee bit happier, just a wee bit more positive after wringing out what you don't need anymore. Okay, good. And then bringing the hands together at the heart. Thank you so much for practicing with me, for getting up out of that chair. I appreciate that. Now we're going to come back to the chair or to the floor if that's where you like to rest. So choose your space there. And we'll have a good old-fashioned yoga nidra where I will be bringing your attention to various parts of the body. As I name them, you'll bring your awareness there. And then you will move on to the next part until the entire body is completely relaxed. Good. So either finding a wonderful place in your sanctuary there to lay down in or sitting up in the chair. I invite you to place the feet on the floor and close your eyes, or lay down on the earth or on a couch or a bed or whatever you have available, and close the eyes, maybe finding your pillow or your blanket, anything that you need to make your space more comfortable tonight. Good. And then just maybe lowering the lights in the room. And finding yourself in stillness once again after all that movement. So we do a resting practice at the end of a session because not only does it bring the mind, the body, and the spirit into alignment, but it integrates the entire practice. So it brings everything together that we've learned. And it's a chance for us to come to stillness and fully rest. And we don't get enough of that these days. So just finding whatever comfort you need. And once again, beginning to connect with the breath, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Just noticing the natural rhythm of your own breath moving through the body. And just surrendering to this moment. Just letting yourself grow heavy on the floor or in your chair. And then bringing your awareness to the top of the head, beginning to relax all the muscles in the face, relaxing the forehead, relaxing the cheekbones and the temples, and unclenching the jaw. And finding a softness behind the eyes. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Good. And then inviting your awareness down into the right shoulder. the right upper arm, the elbow, forearm, wrist, and the right hand, the back of the hand and the palm of the hand, and all the fingers of the right hand, the thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger. So from the fingers of the right hand all the way up to the right shoulder, your whole right arm is relaxed. Good. Beautiful, everyone. Moving your awareness down the right side of the body, the armpit, the ribs, the waist, and finally bringing your awareness to the right hip, the thigh, the knee, the shin, the ankle, and the foot, the top of the foot, and the sole of the foot, and all the toes of the right foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and baby toe, so that from the toes of the right foot all the way up to the right shoulder, your whole right arm is relaxed. Your whole right arm is completely relaxed. Good. Moving your awareness to the other side of the body, we'll begin with the left shoulder, the left upper arm, the elbow, forearm, wrist, and left hand, the back of the hand, the palm of the hand, and all the fingers of the left hand, the thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger, so that from the fingers of the left hand all the way up to the left shoulder, your whole left arm is relaxed. Both arms are completely and totally relaxed. Moving your awareness down into the right leg, the right hip, and the right thigh, the knee, the shin, the ankle, and the foot, the top of the foot and the sole of the foot, and all the toes of that left foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and baby toe. So from the toes of the left foot all the way up to that left hip, your whole left leg is relaxed. Your whole left leg is relaxed. Breathe into that sensation of relaxation and ease. And then moving your awareness to the back body and all parts of the body that have contact with your chair or with the floor. The back of the legs, the buttocks, the low back, middle back, upper back, and shoulder blades. The back of the head. The whole back body is relaxed. The whole back body is completely relaxed. Breathe now. And finally, the front body and all parts of the body that shine toward the sun. The front of the legs, the pelvis and the hips, the low belly, the upper belly, the ribs, the chest, the heart. Your heart, your generous, caregiving heart. Breathe in a little love and compassion. Excuse me. or your generous caregiving heart. And rest. Just rest. Simply allow yourself to rest. Very gently and with the utmost care, begin to bring your awareness back to the body, starting to invite in a little movement, wiggling fingers and toes, moving your head a little bit from side to side, or taking any type of stretch that you need to come back to the present moment. Just give yourself that gift. Just ask your body what it needs to awaken from your rest. Maybe begin to invite in a deeper breath. Good. And as that feels complete, just taking the time to roll to one side, making a little pillow for your head there, and just rest on your side there for a few mindful breaths. And I have a little closing quotation. Having a calm mind and body helps access our inner resources. Practicing breathing, meditation, and simple yoga forms calms the body and mind, increasing our ability to imagine what's possible, which is a function of creativity. Good. And then I will add this piece. You are worth the quiet moment. You are worth the deeper breath. You are worth the time it simply takes to just be still and rest. Good. And then whenever you feel that you're ready, pressing yourself back into a seated position, and we will meet with hands to the heart. I'm glad everyone is resting so well. So it was a pleasure to be with you tonight, and I wish you a wonderful week ahead. Keep breathing. Let's bring the arms up overhead, pressing the palms together and exhaling hands to your heart. The light that shines within me also shines and shimmers within each and every one of you. We share that acknowledgement when we say together, Namaste. Thank you. Take care.
Thanks,
Thank you
Cathy.
so much. That
You're
was
welcome.
fabulous.
You're
That's
welcome.
great.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. You guys have a great week. See you next Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye.